people are so immersed in their own pictures of reality. I want to take you out of your experience and give you a totally new one. I want to talk about McDonald's. I want to talk about Ray Kroc. I want to talk about genius. And I want to talk about the fact that every single individual in this room could replicate his genius in any business you choose. Think about it. Ray Kroc was 52 years old when he found McDonald's. He didn't even found it. He found it. I mean, the McDonald brothers created McDonald's. He went to sell malted milk machines. He's a peddler of multi-mixer malted milk machines. He went to San Bernardino, met with the McDonald brothers, and they're sitting there making hamburgers. And they're doing this little system they'd created with kids and their clean little uniforms and their little golden arches. And he was so extraordinarily taken by what he saw, he convinced the McDonald brothers to give him the franchise rights to McDonald's. Well, they didn't need him. They're busy making hamburgers. And they already knew something that Ray Kroc didn't know. See, the McDonald brothers knew you can't franchise McDonald's. They'd already done it and failed. So why not? So they gave him away. And Ray Kroc went away to Des Plaines, Illinois, borrowed the money, because he didn't have any, to start his very first McDonald's, his prototype. Now see, at the outset, Ray Kroc could imagine thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands of McDonald's hamburger stands throughout the world. He knew if we went to the moon, there'd be a McDonald's on the moon. Ray Kroc knew he had something. And he knew he had to do something that the McDonald brothers had not done. Ray Kroc knew who his customer was. You see, Ray Kroc understood who the most important customer of McDonald's was. It was the franchisee. It was the only way he was going to get the money to create those thousands of hamburger stands. See, Ray Kroc saw something that most people don't see. Ray Kroc realized that it wasn't hamburgers that was the product. It wasn't French fries that was the product. It was the business that was the product. So he went to work on the business, his true product, to shape it so that his consumer, the franchisee, would say, I'll take yours rather than somebody else's. You see, his competition was every other business opportunity around. Ray Kroc never worked in McDonald's, never made a hamburger, never made French fries, never did anything at all that you were all doing. Never did it. Realized that if he had to do it, he was out of business. The guy's 52 years old. How hard can you work? He applied, Ray Kroc did, the principles of the Industrial Revolution to the process of business development. He looked upon that McDonald's hamburger stand as though it were going to be manufactured thousands upon millions upon hundreds of millions of times. And he asked himself the question, what do I have to do in the very first one to be able to replicate it faithfully over and over and over and over again so that any dummy could use it? What do I have to do to create a perfect little turnkey operation? What do I have to do to create a perfect little money machine? Because that's what the franchisee is really looking for. Franchisee isn't looking for a hamburger business. Franchisee doesn't care what kind of business it is, as long as it works. To do what? Provide them with independence and security, the true products that Ray Kroc was really there to sell. Ray Kroc was selling independence and security to his very first, last, most important customer, the franchisee, because that's what the franchisee wanted. So Ray Kroc said, let me show you how my business will give you the independence and security you want. Turn the key and watch it. It works. Franchisee saw it and he said, I'll take it. Ray Kroc said, not yet. You won't first. You got to go to school. What school? Hamburger U. Think about it. The University of Hamburgerology. The most extraordinary business school in the world. What do you learn at Hamburger U? How to run the machine. What machine? McDonald's. The franchisee went to school, learned how to run the machine, graduated. Ray Kroc gave him a Big Mac plaque, and he said, now you got the secret. But I warn you, he said, don't ever, ever change it, because if you change it, we'll take it away. It's the goose that lays the golden eggs. Because it works, so you don't have to. And the franchisee swore, and they walked away, and they didn't change it. And if they did, Ray Kroc sacked them like that. Why? Because the system is the solution, AT&T said. Ray Kroc said it long before. The system is the solution, not people, not the product. The system is the solution. Because Ray Kroc and Tom Watson and Walt Disney and the founder of Midas Muffler and the founders of Supercuts, every single one of them knew identically the same thing. The one thing the consumer wants more than anything else, the one product that is true of every great business, that every entrepreneur is there to create in that business, the one word that describes what you're selling in your business is control. C-O-N-T-R-O-L. The consumer's control over their experience when they come to buy from you. And if you can give that customer what they want the very first time, and you can replicate it faithfully every single time from that point on, that customer will continually choose to come back. And that's the business Ray Kroc was in. And he realized that if it was up to his franchisee, he'd be out of business. Because the franchisee, being a technician, would go and do it, and destroy it in the process. Ray Kroc realized that McDonald's wasn't in the restaurant business. It was in the fuel business. Fill me up, you got it. Fill me up, you got it. And he did it every single time in identically the same way. And it was his ability to do it every single time in identically the same way, in a clean, organized, shining, colorful environment, that differentiated McDonald's from every other restaurant around.